guys, it's Mel. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Well, guess what today is? Today is Doomsday. Today is the day that I'm gonna tackle the clothing. So I've decided not to pursue clothes anymore. All the clothes that I've currently got in my store that have been listed for quite a long time, I'm gonna start running quite aggressive sales on those items to start moving them through the doors. I am gonna price this lot of clothing quite competitively while it's brand new into the store, but after a few weeks, I'm also gonna start reducing the rate of this clothing to also get it moving out my door, because the less clothes I have in here, the more room I've got to put more books, and that's exactly what I want to focus on. So a couple of days ago, you would have seen that I had the other trestle table here that was set up and full of books. All those books have been photographed and listed. So now I've just got this one pile of clothes, and I'm estimating there's maybe 30 to 40 items of clothing. Since I moved into this shed, I've only ever done one lot of clothing in here, and I only had about 5 or 10 items to do. So I haven't worked a lot with the clothing in here. I don't really know how good the light in here is going to turn out today for my clothing photography. It's actually quite dark outside because it is starting to rain. So now I'm going to drag this table out of the way, the one that I normally do all my books on. I do have a hook that's already hanging up here. I feel like I need a broom, like it's a little bit dusty and stuff under the table. I'm gonna get a broom and give it a quick sweep. So I am definitely feeling worried I'm going to get some shadows in here. I may have to move this around into a different direction. I've just got to see what I can do. Okay, so I need a tape measure. Okay. I need a coat hanger. I need a clothing coat hanger. And I need some little snap lock bags, and I need some SKU numbers. I don't know how long this is going to take me. I'm just going to put some music on. I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can. Let's go. Let's see. Blue tacked the sleeves here to the wall because this is a large plus size dress, and if it's just hanging there on the hook, it kind of looks drab and it doesn't do anything to sell the dress. But when I've got it spread out like this, it almost looks like a flat lay, but because it's a larger size dress and it's long, it's much easier for me to have hanging on the wall. Just don't come back to me if your blue tack ruins your clothes and blame me. Well, guys, that sucked. I literally hated every moment of that. I should have photographed the other day before I was even contemplating going going back to clothes because that was literally the worst thing that I've done in a long time. I have been absolutely spoiled by doing books full time for nearly 2 years. That sucked. So I picked up 2 flaws along the way. The little denim jacket was missing a button, so that was overlooked when I purchased. And this little top, which was a witchery top, which would have been really nice. I think this would have sold really well. It's kind of got some pulls in the fabric. There's too many. If there was only like one, I would possibly take a photo of it, list it, and just make a note that it was there. But there's quite a lot of these little pulls on this top, which is such a shame. And I had a white skirt and a white top, and then like an old vintage nightie that wasn't white, but it was like really, really faint. And I don't think they would have showed up here on the white. So I've actually got grey carpet inside my house. I'll give the carpet a really good vacuum, make sure there's no dog hair, and you know, if I think it's okay to put the clothes on it without getting any like animal hair, because we do have animals inside the house. I've got a grey quilt cover inside for one of the beds, so I'll just lay that down if I think it's not going to work on the carpet. So I photographed 43 items. It took me about 2 hours and 10 minutes to do 43 items. I definitely didn't feel like I was in the same rhythm as when I used to sell clothes all the time, and I definitely used to prefer photographing when I was inside on carpet. If I was photographing all the time, doing clothes all the time, I wouldn't want to be photographing and getting down on my knees on this hard concrete all the time. So if I was looking to go back to clothes, I would definitely, in this shed, in this space, I would be looking to build one of those slanted flat lays like Chris from Daily Refinement has built. So because I'm never, ever, ever going to photograph any clothes again, I don't need any fancy flat lay machines. But I do think I'm going to get my husband to build me a custom sized bench for photographing my books on that's just a little bit higher than what the trestle table is, so I'm not hunched down and bending over as much while I'm photographing all the books. Now, back when I used to do clothes all the time, what I would do is I would photograph each piece of clothing, I would put it in a bag, I would give it a little individual SKU number, and then I would take a photo of the tub number. So my sequence of photos goes the clothing, the SKU number, the tub number, next piece of clothing. That way, when I'm doing the listing, I know exactly what SKU number and what tub number my item of clothing went into. So because I'm not doing clothes on a regular basis then, I ran out of my little plastic bags. I wasn't prepared with enough of them. So half of the items that I photographed today, they went into the little plastic bags already. I'm going to have to waste time now, go to the shop, buy some more little plastic bags, and then as I'm listing them, what I'll do is I'll bag each item up, give it its SKU number, and I'll pop it in a tub then. But because I didn't have the supplies, it stopped the way that my system would normally flow. Normally, after I photograph all the clothes, they're all in the tub, and the tub's ready to stack and put away. But now I've photographed all these clothes, and I've got a mess sitting here on the table and they're not put away straight away, and that is a big mistake. I'm never one of these resellers who has piles of items that I have photographed and then they sit on a table for days and they're not put away and things are selling and then I can't find them. That is one of the worst mistakes and habits that you can get into. Always be photographing your items and getting it put away straight away. You need to put some kind of system into place that allows that to happen. I just feel like mine is so simple by taking a photo of where I put the item after I photographed it. It doesn't matter if it's a book, it doesn't matter if it's a DVD, it doesn't matter if it's a tub here with clothes. I just photograph that number and pop it into the SKU system of my listing and I will always know where it is. The clothing has honestly been like a weight on me. I've seen those tubs of clothes sitting under my table here for weeks, been procrastinating on getting it done, and look at that, you know, smashed it out in a couple of hours and now it's done. I never have to do it again. I never ever have to take photos of clothes again. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another couple of days for another day in the life with Mel. I'm actually pretty excited to make Monday's video, so stay tuned for that. Bye.